everyone, today's tip is going to be on shot dodging, both the explanation and execution of it. If you don't know what it is and the phrasing is still lost on you, because it's actually pretty self-explanatory, shot dodging, but just in case, it's when you utilize the projectiles in StarCraft 2 to micro against them. So some units don't have a projectile, right? Like the Thor actually does not have a projectile, but the Marauder does. So if we watch what happens when the Marauder shoots, you can see that when the Marauder shoots, there's literally a bullet that only hits when connected with the Thor. Otherwise, it won't actually do the damage. That's where the shot dodging comes in. You're going to pick up in the medevac with the Thor, in this example, before the projectile hits the Thor, and ideally not take any damage. So, here's how you do it. It's, and again, like, it's kind of like self-explanatory. You got the idea. You're going to learn how to do it. But let's say the Marauder is attacking this thing. But I could make it take no damage whatsoever. Let's try that, actually. So, the Marauder definitely did its attack. You noted that, right? Yet the Thor is still at 400 health, so that's the best I'm probably going to get, because doing it repeatedly is really hard, and that's where you're like the shock and awe of the micro of the pro gamer, right? This can be used on anything that has a projectile, so a lot of things in StarCraft actually have projectiles. Some do not, of course, there's that whole thing, but let's actually see what does have projectiles. So Marauders would be pretty obvious, actually. Vikings have a projectile. That's where sometimes you see the Banshee get out and sometimes not. The Banshee has a projectile as well when it shoots down into the air. The Widowmine can actually be juked. It's a spell, but it's also a projectile, so take that, I guess, as you will. A ton of other things, I guess, for Protoss. Let's see here. The Stalker has a projectile. Adept has a projectile. I'm not sure the High Templar. No, High Templar doesn't attack in regular mode. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm playing too much co-op. But the point is, you'll see this a lot. So another very common way of seeing, like in pro games, if you're looking for examples, is definitely between the Immortal and the Warp Prism and, say, like a bunch of Roaches or a bunch of Marauders. So let's give them 5 Marauders here. You'll definitely see this dynamic happen in PvT or PvZ. That's the power of the Warp Prism, especially with a higher pickup range. It can shot dodge a lot of projectiles in StarCraft 2. So, not really a lot to, really explain. I think you're going to grasp it as soon as you realize what micro is, but just keep in mind, if you've just been assuming you're taking the damage as soon as the animation is cast, that is actually not true, and there's even more, I guess, technicalities in that as well. But just for the now, like, projectiles can be dodged if you do the pickup micro, so try it next time you're in a game with whatever unit you got. They can pick up. Even Overlords, obviously, once they get the pickup ability, can do this as well. I think you can actually micro units into a bunker, too, to shot dodge. That type of stuff. Cool little micro trick. See you guys next time.